The value of 11 over 12 squared is 11 over 12 is 121 over 144 when you square it. And that is approximately, in terms of decimals, about 0.84. And now we just have to identify which range is this in. 0.84 is obviously between a half and 1. So number 13, the answer is B. The points A, B, C, D, and E represent values along the number line as shown. A, B, C, and D are between 0 and 1, and E is between 1 and 2. Which point best represents the value of B times C? Well, we are not given any values, but we can give approximations. A perhaps could be 0.2, right? I'm not saying it is exactly, but approximately. B could be 0.4, C could be 0.6, and D could be 0.8. Correct? And then E, I have no idea, but I'll just say it's 1.4. All right, these are all approximations. Now they're saying B times C. All right, well, what is B? I assigned it as 0.4, and C I have assigned as 0.6. So B times C would be 0.4 times 0.6, which is 0.24. And which one of those is closest? Well, obviously it's A. So number 19, the answer is A. Which of the following is closest to 1 million seconds? So 1 million seconds is what they want you to figure out in terms of either days or years, or days or years are the answer choices. Okay, first let's convert this to minutes. You convert to minutes by dividing by 60. So it would be 16,666 minutes. Let's convert this to hours. Convert it to hours again by dividing by 60. And if you do that, you get 277 hours. And then convert it to days by dividing by 24. And if you do, you get 11.5 days. So which of the answer choices is that closest to? Well, 19, the answer choice is B. Which of the following fractions is both larger than a sixth and smaller than a quarter? So whatever fraction we find has got to be greater than a sixth and it's got to be less than a quarter. Well, I always convert it to decimals. It makes it easier for me. So x has got to be between 0.25 and 0.16. Repeat. Okay, this again, 0.41 in decimal format, 0.13 approximately, 0.208, 0.08, and 0.1 approximately. So which one of these is in this range? Well, take a look and tell me. Number 13, the answer is C, 0.28. In the diagram, the number line is marked at consecutive integers, but the numbers themselves are not shown. The four larger dots represent two numbers that are multiples of 3 and two numbers that are multiples of 5. Which point represents a number which is a multiple of 15? We have to do just a whole bunch of fiddling around here, to be honest. I don't think there's any real technique. We have to say, okay, well, one of these is going to be a multiple of 15, right? So if somewhere in here there's a 15, then can I get two numbers that are 2 apart that are multiples of 3 and 5? And that's pretty much the story here. And also, this number is not necessarily 15. It could be a multiple of 15, right? 30, 45, 60. So let's just see. I'm not sure, so I'm just going to play around with this. 15 is somewhere in here, so, or some multiple of 15. So let's just see here. The numbers are 16, 17, going this way, 18, 19, 20, 21, and so on, right? And then going this way, it would be 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, and so on, right? So these big circles are differing by 2, and one is divisible by 3, and one is divisible by 5. Can this work? Well, I can see here right here, this is divisible by 3 and this is divisible by 5. So if this is 18 and this is 20, then that would work. So that would mean this is 17, this is 16, so the D is 15. Okay, but that's only half of the story. I've got to also make sure the other half works out. These two guys, one has to be divisible by 3 and one has to be divisible by 5. All right, counting backwards, we got 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, and 9. Well, 9 is divisible by 3 and 10 is divisible by 5. So there we go. We got two numbers divisible by 3, namely 9 and 18, and two numbers divisible by 5, namely 10 and 20, and the 15 matched with the letter D. So number 17, the answer is D. Which of the points positioned on the number line best represents the value S divided by T? So here are S and T. They don't give us actual numerical values, but we can approximate. We can say that S is approximately 1.5, T is approximately 1.6, let's say. So S divided by T would be 1.5 divided by 1.6. And that is just a little less than 1, so say 0.9 something, approximately 0.93. Well, which of those letters represents a value just less than 1? Well, it's this one right here, R. So number 14, the answer is C. A bamboo plant grows at a rate of 105 centimeters per day. On May 1st at noon, it was 2 meters tall. Approximately how tall in meters was it on May 8th at noon? So we got May 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. And on May 1st, it was 2 meters, so I'm just going to write 200 centimeters. And then each day, it's going to grow by 105, right? So plus 105, plus 105, and so on, like that. So by the time you get to May 8th, which is over here, you're going to have 200 centimeters, which was the original height on May 1st, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 105. So that looks like 200 plus 735, and that is 935 centimeters. And in meters, that would be 9.35. And therefore, number 12, the answer is E. At the 2007 Math Olympics, Team Canada won 17 out of a possible 100 medals. Which of the following is closest to the fraction of medals that they won? Where their exact fraction is 17 over 100. So we have to figure out which of these answer choices is closest to 17 over 100. If you multiply top and bottom by 6, you'll see this becomes 102 over 600. So it's almost exactly 1 over 6, right? I mean, not quite, but approximately. So number 14, the answer is C. Which of the following numbers is closest to 1? Let's convert all of these numbers to decimals. This is 1.1. This is 1.11. This is obviously already in decimal format. This is 1.111, and this is already in decimal format. So which one of these is closest to 1? It's the smallest number, and that will be closest to 1, right? So of these, the smallest number is obviously this one right here. So that would be closest to 1. So 11, the answer is E. The temperature range on a given day is the difference between the daily high and the daily low temperatures. On the graph shown, which day has the greatest temperature range? So we got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So let's look at the temperature range. On Monday, it looks like -4 to 6. So that's a range of 10. Tuesday, oh boy, -6 to 3. So that's 9 as the range. Wednesday is -2 to 4. So that's 6. Thursday is -5 to 4. So that's 9. And then Friday is 0 to 8. And therefore the greatest range is Monday. So the answer to number 11 is A. And those of you watching in a warm country might be shocked at these temperatures. Don't be shocked. Those are the types of temperatures we endure in Canada. I'm well aware of temperatures far colder than -8, by the way.